Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having an amazing day. We're taking a look here at BLZ, seeing what's going on. Helping understand best practice, big picture. We can see the price action came down to bounce off this key level support here, right at about 11.3, which is a good sign. We also have a potential ominous sign here with a larger time frame and a potential Elliott wave play out. Now, what this basically just implies is that we've got our A, B, and we're looking for our C. How much lower can it go? The next C has to be lower than the most recent low, which is roughly there at about 10 cents even. Okay, so we could see sub 10 cent price point here soon. Keep that in mind. All right. Other than that, we're going to take a look at a few other things as well, such as a head and shoulders, and just generally speaking, best practice here. So again, if you're new to the channel, I'd love to teach people to trade. Hope you can learn something here today. You do want to become a better trader. CryptoCash.tech is the site. Link down below. We also want to talk a little bit about some profits here that were taken here recently. Congrats to our community members here that took some healthy profits here from our ARPA trade, roughly 28% in 1 week, and we got a 43% in 3 days here from our Bell trade. So both of these are just targets 1 and 2. There's still plenty of more meat left on the bone. I'm going to review those here soon, but I do want to say again, thank you again to all the new members jumping on over here in our community. We've got pretty much nonstop new members daily, consistently come on over here. So again, jump on over to general chat, help us grow the community, and I'd love to talk to you and get to know you better as well. That's all available. Link down below for you there if you're curious. We've also got a Twitter and Telegram, of course. They look a little something like this here, where I send out playout charts and consistent technical and fundamental data. Just important stuff for you to know. All right, so with BlueZell, what's going on here? I get the question, is it going to continue higher? More than likely, yes. My speculation yesterday, no, it was the day before yesterday, was that the price was going to retest the 13.4 to 14.3 range. It's common for 0.618 to have an initial rejection. But we do want to talk about a few other things. So let's start with the basics and go into some candlestick patterns, and then kind of see roughly what this looks like here for potential playouts and moving forward. That said, you can take a look here. You can see RSI is in a nice sweet spot there. We're still bullish in the overall sense of things here. The reason why the price action hasn't dropped yet very hard is because we have a strong volume profile at and below the current price point. It's always a good sign when you see the price action above the previous volume profile, letting us know that we have a strong amount of support at 11.5. Furthermore, we got a MACD potential convergence on the horizon here, but we're not going to get excited about that just yet. But generally speaking here, we're mostly bullish here. We can also see the 20-day SMA working ascendingly with this trend line. Okay, so again, we're maintaining this trend, doing pretty well. All in all, we want to just kind of continue to watch that. I think staying above the 20-day SMA is a pretty strong starting point. We're also above the 200 and the 50. We had a recent bullish convergence here effectively where instead of a death cross, it's considered as a golden cross, and that is a positive sign too. So this coin is exuding a lot of really good qualities here on the daily, telling us that the price action should stay at 11.3 or higher. All right. Furthermore, we're also going to take a look here at the 4-hour. This is where things get kind of interesting because, again, I kind of highlighted the fact that we have the Elliott wave here, potential play out to the downside. We could very well see some lower fib levels here, right, down to 0.618, down to even as low as 1.618 too. But I'm not going to get super excited about that right now just because we have to confirm that that could be not an option, right? And what I mean by that is if we take a look at the current price action, we can see this head and shoulders pattern. It's kind of easier to see this way. When you got these shoulder, head, and the other shoulder, price action will typically come down from there, right? But truth is the price is going up here to kind of fill that previous fair value gap that we talked about recently. And in doing so, it will invalidate this shoulder pattern if the price continues higher. Okay, so keep in mind, the patterns are only good until they aren't, right? And this hasn't been truly confirmed yet. This is a play out. It hasn't officially happened. So until we start having a lower low, we drop below 10 cents. There's no reason to consider this price action as that being validated for those type of patterns. Okay. That being said, though, let's go ahead and look at a few other key factors. RSI is up over 50 again. That's a great sign. We had a recent MACD convergence here, just actually occurred here in the last 4 hours. So when you see the 12 intersect with a 26 in an upward fashion, that's a very positive sign. That's kind of letting you know that the shift in momentum has occurred to the bullish side of things here. So the price is having some difficulty at this 0.5 Fibonacci at 12.8. Very common characteristical resistance level when you're below it. Okay, but the more likely you're more likely to break through, the more often you test, right? And we can kind of see this cup and handle pattern forming too as well, right? So mostly bullish in this sense, even though we do see some larger time frame potential play out to the downside. I sense that we're going to have more probability of upside because of the volume profile and a few other confirming factors on the daily as well. Okay, so again, daily looks truly bullish. 4-hour has some kind of conflicting information, but mostly bullish as well. And what the hourly is telling us here is that we are almost overextended going into this resistance level. Oftentimes, though, cryptocurrency, the price will overextend to that level. It'll plateau, work itself into an ascending type of wedge, and break through because it's consolidating at that resistance. So if the price breaks above, it'd probably be good and consideration to get in at the 12.82 range if the price pulls back. Because again, previous resistance turns support, kind of a common characteristic. But at this point, hypothetically, we shouldn't see the price go too much further because it's hitting that that overextended state, leading into a resistance level. And a lot of times it'll reject initially, and we could see the price come back here for a smaller time frame cup and handle. Again, lots of cups and handles here. So again, some cool stuff there. Hopefully you get some tea and coffee ready, right, and watch the show. Suffice to say, we're looking pretty good here on the hourly. Last thing I want to confirm is Ichimoku cloud. We're back up above the cloud. That's a confirming factor as well, letting us know that we're in good shape here. Lagging spans free and clear, above the cloud itself, and conversion lines above the baseline. So we have all three tried and true confirming factors on the Ichimoku cloud, letting us know that we're good to go for a long position. We are overextended leading into it, but in the overall sense here, even though the 4-hour time frame is telling us we could see a head and shoulders play out, I'm more biased towards the price going up to fill that previous fair value gap we talked about last time. Furthermore, we're still ascending positively, recent golden cross. There's more signs here than, more bullish signs than bearish signs that are kind of hard to overlook. So in truth, this coin looks very strong. We have a bullish engulfing candle here as well today too. So if we close somewhere in the range of 12.6 or higher today, we're looking pretty solid for a further increase. Okay, so awesome stuff here. Definitely looking good. So I think that this coin has my thumbs up on more likely to go up than down. All right, so hopefully that makes sense for you and I described that correctly. If you do like more of these things and want a little bit more hands-on, again, cryptocash.tech is a site link down below if you want to become a better trader. We do have a summertime sale right now for both our premium and premium plus groups, which again are just kind of opportunities for you to be able to kind of benefit from the trades that I take if you want to consider following them, or just jumping on in here and getting to know some of our community members here. We got a really good group of folks here, so awesome stuff. So check that out, obviously in your own time. I do look forward to working with you either way. Help us grow also our Twitter and Telegram groups too. Those are all linked below as well. And I send out a lot of technical and fundamental data, playout charts, things you need to know. And coincidentally, those are available also in our Discord too. Okay, so cool stuff there. All right, hope you have a good rest of your day. Thanks again for your time. We'll see you soon.